Hey everybody, it's Eric, 80s Horror Man here, and welcome to day 30 for my 31 Days of Horror. Yeah, so tomorrow will be Halloween and the very last day of October. I'm telling you, this month just went by fast. Okay, so the movie I'm going to be doing is from 2006, and this was put out by Anchor Bay. And when I first saw this movie, I thought this movie was actually very fun because there's like a lot of blood, a lot of gore, and that's just the way how horror movies should be. And the movie I'm talking about is Hatchet. Now, Hatchet, the movie takes place in New Orleans, Louisiana, and there's like a Mardi Gras going on, and you got like a small group of friends having a good time at the Mardi Gras. And one says that, you know what, you guys go do what you want. I'm gonna go on this swamp boat ride. And one friend goes, wait a minute, you're gonna ditch us to go on the swamp boat ride instead of sticking with us getting laid and everything? And the guy says, it's your choice. Either you can go with me if you want, or if you want to just hang back with the rest of our friends, you can. And so one says, okay, fine, I'll go. And of course it's the black guy played by Dion Richmond, who played in Scream 3 and who also played Kenny in The Cosby Show. So him and his best friend decided to go and take on the swamp boat tour ride while the others decided to stay behind and party. So they get onto the little tour, and they end up meeting some people. Like they end up meeting a couple, a husband and wife, a guy who has like a video camera who is trying to make these girls famous by just having them pulling down their tops and flashing into the camera, and one girl who's got like a bad attitude and she doesn't want to talk to anybody. She wants to be left alone. So they're out driving onto the swamp, and then they hear this little story, this legend, and that's like a myth by the name of Victor Crowley. And they say at nighttime, if you're in the woods, you can actually hear Victor Crowley cry out for his dad, and by just saying, "Daddy," and then you know that's when it'll show that if the legend's actually real or not. But then the boat crashes into a rock that's inside the swamp, and also they get stuck and the boat starts sinking. So now they get off the boat, and now they're in the woods, and now they have to find a way to get back to town. But along the way, they come across the old Victor Crowley house that's burnt down, completely destroyed and abandoned. And that's when they said that we gotta find a way to get to town to get some help, because this area is not safe. Because Victor Crowley owns these swamps, and like, oh, we stop with this Victor Crowley stuff. It's just a story, a legend, a myth. He's not real. Well, it turns out that Victor Crowley is real, and starts going on his murderous rampage, picking off these tourists one by one, and killing them in a very unimaginable, gruesome way that you never actually even seen before. You never thought it was actually even possible. So, well, that's basically the story, where the tourists now have to find a way to survive against Victor Crowley, who they thought wasn't real, but turns out he is real. So, well, again, this movie was fun, very bloody, very gory, good blood, good gore. The kills were actually very unique in some ways. Like the most recognizable kill that Kane Hodder said he liked doing in the Hatchet movies as Victor Crowley, where the woman is running and he grabs a hold of the woman by the hair, and the camera does like a little 360 shot going all the way around, and you see Kane Hodder's grasp as Victor Crowley gripping a hold of the woman by the mouth and just simply just ripping the mouth and the face away completely until nothing left but her bottom jaw and her tongue. So what Kane Hodder said, that's like his favorite kill he's done as Victor Crowley. Because Victor Crowley is like another recognizable horror icon. And the way how it looks, he's got like a little cut in between his eyes. So if you watch the movie, you'll know the story of why it's like that. But you got some very good cast members that's in here, like mostly horror icons. Like you got a small appearance by Robert Englund. You also got Kane Hodder playing Victor Crowley, as I said before. You also have the late great Tony Todd playing Reverend Zombie. You also have the late great John Carl Buechler, who directed Friday the 13th Part 7, who plays a hermit by the name of Jack Cracker. So yeah, you got some pretty good cast members in this one, and again, this movie is just so fun. The rest of the sequels are pretty good too. The rest of the sequels definitely gets a little bit worse than the first one. Well, the sequels aren't worse, but I'm talking about the kills. So the kills definitely get a little bit worse and a little bit more gruesome and stuff that you never thought you would actually be able to see. So this movie does have special features. It's got audio commentary with the writer and director Adam Green and actor Kane Hodder, audio commentary with writer director Adam Green, cinematographer Will Borat, and actors Tamara Feldman, Joel David Moore, and Dion Richmond. The making of Hatchet, meeting Victor Crowley, guts and gore, anatomy of a kill, a twisted tale, gag reel, and trailer. So right there's the back of the movie. But you can watch this movie for free on Tubi and whatever streaming platforms that you guys have. And that goes the same thing for the rest of the Hatchet movies. You can watch the rest of the Hatchet movies on Tubi for free and also on other streaming platforms. So they did 4 of these movies. So with all 4 of the movies, very fun to watch. Again, good blood, good gore, kills are very unique in all the Hatchet movies, and I thought Kane Hodder did a pretty good job at playing Victor Crowley. So Hatchet, definitely recommend checking it out for those who hasn't seen it, but if you have seen it, then you know how these movies are. Alright guys, so that's it for day 30 for my 31 Days of Horror. What do you guys think? Have you seen this movie before? If so, please let me know in the comments down below. Have you seen any of the Hatchet movies at all? And if so, do you have a favorite Hatchet movie? Because for me, I would have to say that I don't necessarily have a favorite Hatchet movie because I like all 4 of them. Also, like and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for some more videos, and stay tuned for the very last video for my 31 Days of Horror. Later.